For this video, we're gonna go in Far East Russia. It's one of those 8 districts that Russia have, and Vladivostok. I hope I say it right. It's pretty much the far east of the of the country. It's pretty much the biggest city you can find there, and it's border almost very close with North Korea, China, and in the approachable distance, let's say, from Japan. Now let's go into it and see how it is. It's pretty much again on the coastline. You have here, this is the delimitation from the city. There's another one here, but it looks much well spread, so it doesn't look more like a village pretty much than actually a city. But they have an airport here, but we're gonna stay here in the main one. And first of all, when I look at them, it looks already like a very how do I say this, a very modernized fishing village, in my opinion. But they have some nice area here. It's not Vladivostok here, but look at this, still very nice. We're gonna look that probably at the end. Let's see how it is. Now, like I say, not that many I think is going on in here. Judging by the landscape from above, there is here the huge port for transit. Probably most things that they have here probably is gas and oil. You're gonna see those apartments. I'm not sure how well the Google Street View it is, but it is very, actually, it's very approachable. Let's go here actually, because it looks interesting. Let's see what we have here. It's gonna be such a huge difference between this and yesterday we visit Los Angeles, which I think it's one of my best video I ever made. So if you wanna check that, check the yesterday video. Now again, huge difference, but let's see what we can find here. I already see some, it looks like a brand new road here. They just made that one. Let's see what we can see. So we already have a police here and some guy on the motorcycle or not scooter, no helmets, exactly how I like it. I don't know if this guy is gonna stop him or not. But what kind of car? I think it's a Lada. Is the no, doesn't chase him, so no problem. Yeah, those are actually the Soviet buildings, like everybody knows. So so big secret there. Let's go exactly here in the heart of the city, but it doesn't look like those maps are exactly right there, because I thought it's gonna go in between buildings, and what I see here again, it's from 2013, so it's a long time ago. Things change, but still. Also some dumpster here. Here looks like we're just about to cross the border. So obviously they change a lot from the last street view, at least from what we see here. So let's go in some other parts. This is a hill here. Let's see what we can find here. It's a 360. Hopefully it's working. Yeah, it's working. So actually it's very good quality. 2022, so exactly in the pandemic. Let's see what we can have here. I have no idea how they write this, because it looks so high. Probably they use a ladder or something, but it is something. Don't see it every day. It's a lot of high quality resolution here, but again, you don't. What is going on? It's a, I don't know, what is this? Don't cover the faces here in Russia. Although also in maybe it's gonna be just for Europe, because in Europe you don't see the license plate of the car. You don't see the I don't know what is those. Looks like a graveyard or something. Don't see the faces, don't see the license plate from the cars. But here in other parts, it's pretty much free. I don't know how the downtown supposed to look, like where it's supposed to be, but it looks at least interesting. Let's go here. I think this is the main street one. You can do your groceries or something like that. So yeah, hugely difference between here in Russia and yesterday Los Angeles. Like I said, the building is pretty much from the Soviet era. This is pretty much you're gonna have when you do your supermarket shopping. And here I have no idea what it says here, but looks like a train station from outside. I don't think they have trains there. Let's go a bit on the street. Let's see what we can find here. Again, the same building, even if here in such a far east, you still have the same architecture. But the cars, it's Nissan, Honda. Looks Japanese to me. They like Japanese car here. Let's see what we can have here. So they cover the license plates, yes, but not probably the faces, not. So we have a Mazda, we have a Nissan. I have no idea what that is. Have a Toyota, Honda. So it's pretty much Japan here. See, when you get that close to Japan, you can see it. So yeah, they have trains. Probably that was a train station. It looks so, even here in the far east, it still looks so Eastern Europe. So they cover some faces, I think. Not probably everyone, but they cover a few of them. It looks so Eastern Europe. I mean, even here, it's like I say, it's, I don't know how many miles it's gonna be of coast of Japan, but North Korea is pretty much the same building. China almost the same, but like I say, just a few miles in Japan, totally different world. And you can see it, like I say, it looks exactly like in Eastern Europe here. Pretty much no difference whatsoever, except the cars. Yeah, we don't have that many Japanese cars. They are more like a Germans. This is the highway, I think. Let's check it. It looks nice, actually, really nice. I think then in this big city, the biggest in the Far East, I think there are around 600,000 people around that. So now, not that many, but still. What is this? An island? Let's check this one real quick, if they let us. Okay. So now we are in a winter. From a drone, I think. Still, the image goes loads very slowly, but yeah, it's an island. I don't think they. I think they just walked to it. When it's freezing cold, they freeze the entire ocean. You can just walk to it. And this guy is sitting here, and another one there, I think, is fishing or something. But still, you can just walk on the ice. You don't need bridges here. You probably, I don't know if you can use a car, but definitely can walk. We have this line, but it's kind of far. It's not that close. Okay, so we can go right there. Let's check this one because I am interested what exactly it is here. It looks very nice, especially from above. Can you imagine just having to, not now, but when they build those buildings, having to transport all the materials here? The road doesn't look well at all. Like I say, such a big difference between what we saw yesterday in Los Angeles and what we can see here. But again, it's a different continent with a different system and different people, obviously. To be honest, I thought it's gonna look much worse than that, but look at those buildings. Let's see if we can go on top on one. They're not even 3D, but no, I think it was a building. No, they're not buildings. They're actually a small harbor or something. For 600,000 people having those bridges, and there is a lot of money here. But they looks like apartments building here. Maybe they changed it or they didn't post that well. Let's check another one. Like I say, yeah, no, they just go totally different place when you press one, so has nothing to do. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Even here, such a far, like I say, far east city, to see all those people living here with pretty much nothing around them, except China and North Korea. And they have a lot of things for, like I say, I think it's a very small city. It's not that big, at least. But they seems to have a lot here. All those construction, I bet they are not cheap at all. That's why I think it's probably they have oil and gas here to pay for all of this. Otherwise, it doesn't make any economic sense. And all those pictures are pretty. This is is May 2024, but they look much older than that. They didn't use that well of a camera. Let's go back in the city because we are here to see this one. What do you want to see here? Let's go on this street. It looks like one street, it looks like you are in the forest, and the next one it looks like you are in a a regular city, let's say. So I see a lot of garbage here. I don't know what's happening here. Just why they don't put them in the trash can, but okay. Like I say, same, absolutely same building, and then Eastern Europe, you can just make no difference. Even they're like 10,000 kilometers or even more than that apart, same one, no difference whatsoever. And even those things that they using for kids to just jump on them or climb on them, I don't know what they're doing. It's so obviously, but look at this traffic. Why is so busy here? Just small street and everybody just take those streets. Let's go outside in them. Let's go down. I think that's the main street, that is supposed to be the main one. And that right there, I don't know if it looks that much safe. If you just jump, can you imagine just going back home? And let's check. I can check that. Just going on that, parking your car and go a little bit back and just pretty much throw yourself over the hill. So they don't use concrete or tarmac or anything in a parking lot, so they just put some dirt and some gravel and that's it. That's the parking lot. Don't need it. Don't maintain. So maybe the city doesn't want to maintain the green areas, the green spaces. Like I say, I am very picky right now because yesterday we were in Los Angeles and it was such a big difference. We used to have those two here in Eastern Europe, but they get rid of them. They make it, I think, illegal. But yeah, it is pretty much nothing that much strange. And this is probably the port, and we cannot go in there. I think we can see here a 360. Let's see if it's a good one. Oh, we have a hill there. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, oil and gas here. That's why this town pretty much exists. Otherwise, it would not make any sense. Look at those pipes. Yeah, probably a lot of economic value here. Let's go on the hill. Let's see if you can see much better from above. Be nice if it loaded much faster. From 2016, so almost 10 years old. So yeah, they blurred the people pretty much. Probably it's gonna be a lady there. Yeah, this is probably the export for the oil harbor, and they're using trains and ships. This one looks kind of bad here. I don't know what's happening here. Otherwise, the area is not bad at all. I mean, look at this. You have all those small hills. You have the ocean. You have mountains in the background. It doesn't look that bad. But again, the architecture of the city is not something to brag about. Here looks much better. Look at this one. This is actually much better. I think here is the downtown. And one of those companies, I can see. If you show me just this picture, I would say it's much better, but especially this one, when you say, look at this, it's way better. But even that far east, I see on the road, not all of them, but I see some expensive cars also. You see that Lexus behind us? We have a Mercedes here. I mean, they has to make some good money. Some of the people here. Look at this, an Audi. I think this is a Toyota. This is one of those expensive ones, not the cheap ones that they find in Europe usually. So I guess they're not exactly that poor here. Or like I say, not everybody. Look at this. Those Toyotas are very expensive, and this one also. So yeah, you find expensive cars. Not all of them. This one obviously is not, but still. I wish if they have all those expensive cars, but I wish they have let's say an expensive area to live, like we see in Los Angeles. I'm curious about that, but I don't know if I can find one, because what I can see here is just apartment buildings. Do they have houses here? Let's look for this housing. Let's look for the housing market. I think there are here a few, but probably this one they live, the rich one. Probably it's a gated community here. and it doesn't look that good, but I think it's a gated community. Still not that appealing, especially those ones. Yeah, it's such a big difference. We know we complain a lot about taxes and everything, but when you want to live in a nice neighborhood, in a nice city, you have to understand the city has to pay for all of that, and they have to make the money from somewhere. Otherwise, they're gonna look like this. So you kind of have a choice: even you look like this or pay taxes. This looks like a very high main highway, and it's above the city. Look at this. Yeah, there are actually a lot of buildings. I expected that so far they're not gonna see much. I never checked this city in detail, so I didn't expect to see pretty much anything here. But no, they are very, very far east, but still they have a lot of people here. Look at these new buildings, and still growing. And this one I think is from the gym or from an apartment or something like that. I don't know. It looks kind of. Why somebody did that there? I don't understand. No, okay, it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, it is much bigger than I expected. And like I say, for that, not that many people. Let's check this island real quick, because probably it's gonna be a much better view from here, because the water, at least from the above, looks amazing. And we got good weather. Let's see how actually it is. Probably if you wanna escape the city, which is quite big, I would say, you go in one of those areas just to relax. It is nice here. I don't understand those buildings, why they have him there, but it is not bad at all. Look at this guy just sitting in the sun. It's not bad actually. But yeah, they have two buildings here. Probably they have like a tower to look out for and stuff like that. Can you go to the beach? I want to go down on the beach if you can find one. Right here. Let's check those ones, because probably the beach is actually the best place to be here. And I'm not the only one who thinks that, because there are a lot of people here. Why they have those tents? Everybody have sense. It's kind of strange, but the water is nice. It is not bad at all actually. Have a boat there. I'm sure they have some decent number, let's say, of tourists here, but there is actually nice in some areas, especially here outside the city on those islands, which I don't think they connect with nothing, just with the boat, but they have those houses here, so somebody has to live on those small islands. Let's check this right here. Definitely I don't think they have many cars or no cars whatsoever. Let's see if this loads, but it is, at least like I say, interesting to see those images, but this one doesn't want to load for whatever reason. It's from 2020. I think it start loading. Why going so slow? Okay, this one the one I want to see. So yeah, the beach is pretty much like I say, it's something you see on the Russian coast at the Black Sea, I would say. So not so bad actually. Oh, it's the Japanese one. Okay, we are in Japan. We just crossed to Japan. I didn't realize it, or what? Let's check that again. No, I don't think we are in Japan. No way. That's a Russian island. That's not Japan. I thought for a second that could be Japan right there. Let's check another one here. This island is interesting actually. I wish they would load faster, those images. So if I zoom in, no, it doesn't load fast. I don't know what's happening, but I have to wait. 2021, so exactly in the pandemic. Let's see how they look. Why go so slowly? It is 0%. I don't think I have much patience. Yeah, this part is really nice. Look at this. Actually, it is nice here. Also good weather, nice images. It is pretty nice. Like I say, I always like those islands that are far away from the cities, but this one is actually Interesting, but they have to go there with something, and most likely just a boat, because I don't see going there with a plane. Let's check this one and go back to the city real quick for the ending. So here, yeah, when I zoom out, it takes a bit longer. Yeah, those houses here is just, you know you are in Russia. Doesn't matter if you came from the sea and you see something like that, 100% you are in Russia. Doesn't matter where you think you are. Doesn't matter if you look for America. You are in Russia now. Like I said, it's not a bad land. Just I wish the houses would be much modern, different. But what does impress me is the size of the city. It doesn't look that big from above. Look at it, just pretty much can pinpoint every individual building. But still, I cannot find, let's go, cannot find those rich neighborhood that well. So there has to be 100%, it has to be somewhere, because rich people are pretty much everywhere you go, and it could be this one. I see some nice houses there. Yeah, those one looks better, and that one, it's absolutely insanely expensive, even from any stand. Look at this, the garden outside. Look at how much the difference is, even here, how much the difference it is, how some people actually live. And this one probably is the guard. And on the other side of the road, how everybody else living. Such a big difference. But here I think we find the rich neighborhood, because look at these houses. Yeah, they're all modern. Such a difference. On the other part, everybody live in an apartment, in a small one. And here you just look at these big houses. Then this guy, I think it's have a ship here. What is that? So yeah, when you need to find those people who work in the gas and oil, you find them here. They know what they do. You don't have to ask them what exactly did you do for work. They pretty much everybody knows. So yeah, the rich neighborhood is actually here. So we found them. No pools like in LA, or at least we have a few, but not like in Los Angeles. So yeah, they pretty much, let's check again. They just have the main cities here, and then they have some road here, which is pretty much a highway. Good for them. I can go on this one on the sea. I want to see this one. So huge one. Look at this, how big it is. Even here. So yeah, they make pretty much all the good stuff, just to connect the rich neighborhood from the port, and pretty much probably where people they go to work, or the airport also. They connected very well. But yeah, I think that's it. That's the rich neighborhoods right here in the north part of the country. And I don't understand, this is the railway, 100% that's the railway. Where those people can live? The rich one, I would say close to the water, but nah, not really. Let's check this one real quick, if they are still rich here. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think they are that rich. This one probably sells us house. I don't know, understand what this banner says. So that's here. That's not a rich neighborhood, but still better than living in an apartment. So if somebody is from this city, this area, just leave a comment and say how exactly, okay, that's a rich house, how exactly it is the life there, because I don't see much to do. And this one is pretty much knocked down. And you can see the Google Street View car. Yeah, I don't know what we can do in it. Like I say, it's bigger than I expected, but not that big. And also with 600,000 people, this is pretty much a super. Let's check this one. It's a grocery store, so supermarket. What is this? I have no idea. It's a car shop. Let's go from outside. Oh no, it's this is a Lexus dealer. Oh my god, you have a Lexus and Toyota just to buy expensive cars. How many cars those people can sell? Honestly, when you have like 600,000 people living there, and pretty much, like I say, I don't think everybody wants to have a car, but still they are not cheap car to sell, or they are really rich here, which I don't think so, because I saw the residential area, the apartments, and I don't think anyone who's rich want to live in those small ones. So yeah, that was the video about this city. It is a city, it's a far east. Look at this once again, look how far east it is. Like I say, it's close to North Korea, close to China, and also pretty close, I would say, with Japan. The only influence I see from Japan is cars and that monument or whatever was there on the island. And I thought I thought for a second that we are, you know, in Japan. And we have all those weird lines here for whatever reasons, but yeah, not actually not how I expected at all, but still very interested to see a city that far east with like I say, it's pretty much, it looks like, if you drop me there, I would say there obviously is Russia, but I would say much closer than Eastern Europe. So you don't see Chinese influence or like I said, Japanese or something like that. It's just pretty much pure Russia, pure Soviet, nothing else. And some soccer here. So yeah, for 600,000 people, they have airport, they have a stadium, they have islands, if you want to check them. They have some stuff, but I'm curious, somebody's watching from there, just leave a comment and explain how exactly the life it is there. We can have another item. I think this was an airport at some point, but it doesn't look like they're functioning anymore. And those are for helicopters, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that was the video. If you like it, check out the video, especially the one that I made yesterday from Los Angeles. Huge difference, and I really like Los Angeles. If you live in a good neighborhood, I check that neighborhoods much better than the regular one. But still, it's a big difference between Vladivostok and Los Angeles, but check those videos to see exactly what I'm talking about.